So I'm going to first get started with getting rid of this footer area text right here that says designed by Elegant Themes, powered by WordPress. And I'll show you how to remove that quickly. If we go back here to the dashboard and we go to Appearance, Customize, and now we'll go to where it says Footer and then Bottom Bar. And if we just scroll down here, we can see it says Disable Footer Credits. And you can, I'll just scroll down so you can see what it will look like. And I can just click Disable them, and now they're gone right here from the bottom. If you want to, you can put them back, and you can also edit them as well over here. If you wanted to say something else, let's just say Tom's website or something like that, you can add that in. I'm going to just delete it and disable the footer credits here entirely. And I'll just click Save. Now if you want to, you can also change the social icon size. So if you want it to be a little larger, you can do that. I'm going to just make it like 26 here, just a tiny bit larger, just so you can see that you can change the size of them. And I'll just save it, and then I'll go back here to the dashboard by clicking this X. And basically what I'll need to do now is change the social media icons, or show you where you can change the links that they actually go to. So if we go to Divi and then Theme Options, and then we'll just scroll down here, and about halfway down we'll see that it says Show Facebook Icon, Show Twitter Icon, Google+, RSS, and then right down here you can obviously enable or disable them. So let's say I remove the RSS icon. You can just do that quickly right there, and then if you want to put in a link here, it will just tell, I believe it'll tell you. Alright, well, you would just want to enter your Facebook page URL, your Twitter URL, and your Google+ URL as well in this spot, and then save it. Now these pound symbols here, this number symbol, hashtag, whatever you want to call it, they just represent links, so it's just going to have it show up. If I didn't have anything there, it wouldn't even act like it's going to direct anywhere else. So I'm just going to save this up at the top here. And now that that's done, we can actually move on to adding a favicon, which is the icon up here. And you can do this just like we did earlier with logomaker.com. And let me go into where it says, well, here it says favicon right here. There's two places you can really do this. You can do it in Appearance and Customize, and through that way, or you can do it here within the favicon right here in the Divi Theme Options. So I know from previous experience that it needs to be 512 by 512 or so, and we can do that by going right in here into the free logo maker here in logomaker.com, and I'll just hit done. And now I'm going to start by adding text. Actually, I'll add an image. I'll just go with a camera because it's easier to see an image. See how they have this little logo here, this little favicon here with this shapes? It's kind of easier to see if you use just an image itself. So let me just go with this one, and here I'm going to change the size to be 512 by 512, and then I'm going to click on the camera inside of it, and then I'm just going to drag it. And what you want to do in this case is make it take up the entire area of the image background or borders here. You want to make it take up as much as you can because it might look huge right here, but it's going to be in this little tiny spot. You want it to be as big as possible to take up that room. And if you wanted to, you can grab our hex code here, and I believe we can just change the color within here. So if I go down here and I just paste it in, now it will change that color. If I'm happy with it, I can simply just click out of the image somewhere on this gray area, and then I'll just save it. And I'm just using this as an example to show you guys. I'm not going to worry about the credits here. And then I'll go back to the theme options. I'll click Upload for Favicon, Upload Files, Select Files, and I'll find it from my Downloads folder. And I'll just upload it really quickly. Again, if you wanted to change this text, it would be better if you put like your website name and then favicon or something like that, favicon for the title. In my case, it's just an example, so I'm just going to click Set as Favicon. Then I'll click Save Changes. So if we go here and we refresh this page, we can now see that it has this camera image here to the left side of where it says my blog, my WordPress blog. And real quickly, to change that, actually, this my blog, my WordPress blog, you can do that within the settings area. So if you wanted to just go to settings, it says right here, my blog, my WordPress blog. You might want to change that to be something that you want for your website in particular. So that's about it. I guess this wraps up the entire site here. I'm just going to quickly go over what we covered here again, just to recap. We learned how to basically create a logo, create this menu here with this transparent background, this large image as well, this nice text, the arrow that shoots down here to other images. We went over how to add these icons and this text, how to change the fonts and add this awesome bar that has some cool effects there where it loads up, another area with text and an icon. We went over how to change these social media icon sizes and change links, and now there's no more RSS feed if you see that right down there. We went over how to add a pricing table on this page with the pricing table, and also how to edit these testimonial areas as well. Then in the blog page, we learned how to make basically a grid blog here, and we used a cool plugin that comes from Elegant Themes that gives us this effect when we hover over it to click on the post. And then we also went over to the contact page here, and we created a contact page with a header background image and then a basic contact form here. And we went over how to do two different contact forms, the one that was a layout that they pre-made, and then this one as well. So I hope this tutorial was really helpful for you, and I really appreciate if you actually went through this whole tutorial and you enjoyed it. I really would appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Again, I really appreciate you spending the time to go through this with me, and thank you for watching.